On to my favorite episode of the Ultimate Self-Defense Championship. There's a thing in Australia where a bunch of other YouTubers and I competed against each other to figure out which martial art was the best for self-defense. This was a fun episode, like our day off episode, and it was fantastic. And the video is just great, and we're gonna watch the whole thing. It's 29 minutes, so it's a little long, but let's get to it. Look at this. Oh, that's nice and blue. His hand ends up way worse than this. This is like not the worst of it. Also, we all tried Vegemite.
And they were in especially good mood since today was a rest day, during which they had a chance to visit a local zoo, feed kangaroos, and discuss how they would beat up animals.
Jeff, what's your strategy here?
I jump over it, I stomp, I try to rear naked choke it.
If you want to know more about the animals, I did a whole video where we go to like 2 or 3 zoos and I talk about how we would fight off animals. In those videos, the whole time I had to be like, yo, Mike, keep your voice down a little bit. Like, we're going to talk about how we would beat up animals, but don't get too crazy. I don't want to get kicked out of this animal place in Australia. The zoo, some people call it. But that zoo was very cool. We got to pet some kangaroos.
It would help me.
Can you see it? Anyway, fed a kangaroo directly out of my hand. I kissed it on top of the head. And this was all while that was happening.
And received colored shirts to distinguish each contender. In the evening, a special event was waiting for them, and they are about to find out.
So we had gone to the zoo. This was our day off. This is now nighttime. But in my head the whole time, I don't know what's happening. I was having like a breakdown while this is happening. I was like, dude, I know this is supposed to be like an easy event, but I just straight up don't believe you. I just don't believe you. This is probably gonna be hard and awful. And then we walk through this room right here, and we're all there, and then a bunch of zombies just come running out of the woodwork.
Come in.
See, I don't like it that I can't see anybody.
But there's kids around. Zombies over there. Other guys here. I'm gonna explain what's gonna happen.
At that point, I was like, oh no, okay, it's zombies. This could be worse. I'm hyped now.
Turns out the contenders will be facing a zombie apocalypse. They will be yet again split into 2 teams. Although Matt Clinton wasn't able to make it to the special event, and he was replaced by my wife, Gabby. The contenders will be facing 4 different tasks: to acquire weapons, to find a set of keys and progress to the following area, to rescue a group of survivors, and then to find car keys to escape the building. One team will be performing a single task at a time and then switch.
The whole time, not once was I thinking about the objective. Every single time I was just like, kill as many zombies as possible. Just kill freaking everything. And then once everything has been slayed, then maybe I'll look around for the objective.
The contender will hit the zombie in the head with an acquired weapon. The zombie will die. If a zombie will bite one of the contenders, that contender will be permanently eliminated from this event and turn into a zombie. During the first tasks, to ensure the zombies would move at appropriate zombie speed, they will be wearing resistance bands, and they will be wearing red paint on their lips to see who was bitten.
So pretty much they smooch you. They give you a little smooch. If you get smooched, guess what, pal? You're a zombie.
And now, let the surviving begin.
If you want to see the cool stuff, you gotta watch later. I'm gonna be skipping a lot of the stuff in this video. The commentator guy did a fantastic job. I don't know who it was, but...
Gravel on the ground made things worse.
Okay, so there's 3 lanes that we each could use to get weapons. The people at this point couldn't see anything. They had their eyes closed, and then we had to like maneuver past them.
What are you going to do?
I'm going in the same one as you.
Oh, we're going both.
Yeah, we're going in the same one.
Oh, okay.
We weren't going in the same one. I knew they had their eyes closed, so I was like, oh, let's both go in the same one. I didn't want my guy, who has a mask on here, and I just realized that. Gosh, that's creepy. I didn't want my guy in my lane to think anybody was going in this one. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm going in the same one as you, Gabby. The one in the middle. You're going in the lane in the middle, so I'm gonna go in the same one as you. That's why I did that. I just told him I was going through this one.
Then slowly.
Oh, and then that's right, I forgot. And then I actually walked up and was like, hey, you can take it easy. Nobody's going in this one. I'm going to go in the other one.
Survivors started making their way towards the weapons as they tried to distract the blind zombies by making noise.
I hopped back onto the concrete where you couldn't really hear my footsteps. And I take 1 step, 2 step, and then I hear, and it's Jeff Chan just sprinting down and back. So I'm like being quiet, and then all of a sudden all you can hear is Jeff Chan running around. So I just walked the rest of the way.
Jeff's Superman punch was so clutch this whole time. Hit him with a drive-by on the way through.
Thank you.
No worries. I had like a decoy going. He was facing the other way. And then all of a sudden you started running. I was like, oh, well, I could just walk now.
The first group survived the encounter.
This is such a fun group. I'm so glad I got this group. Jeff Chan took everything so seriously, but yet was still so fun the whole time. And I knew Mike was just going to be over the top serious. Anyway, these three goofballs just overplay this whole thing. All you had to do was walk past them. They couldn't see anything. They're blind zombies. Just walk past them. Anyway, they all moved together as one. And then, yeah, they took freaking forever.
There we go.
The second group of survivors managed to get their first weapon.
It took so long. Anyway, we'll move on to the next thing that has me in it because that's what's important. They took so long, right? And by the time they got to the last one and they killed the last zombie, I was like, gosh, they're taking forever. And the weapon's at the end here, so I was like, let me mess with somebody real quick. So I go through the other lane and I come through these bushes and I just wait at these bushes and I'm like, I just want to scare somebody really good.
Till.
I'll get the way.
Look out! Make sure you look.
Luckily, the last attack was not a zombie.
Get pranked, bro. Get freaking pranked. Okay, so then we search another area looking for a different objective that didn't matter. We were just gonna kill zombies, you know?
I don't see anybody on this side.
This part was nerve-wracking. The last one was not as scary, but this one was nerve-wracking. Because if you get bit, you don't get to compete in any of the other challenges of the zombies.
Should we open the door now?
And then we took a fair amount of... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say we took a long time looking through doors that we didn't have to. There's a person in that one. That's my bad. You only had to hit him once. Everybody only had to get hit once to the head with the pool noodle. Freaking too quick with it. I think this was the door to nowhere that I talked about in the last episode. Oh, never mind. No, it wasn't. Jeff was so on edge. Watch this. So the door opens. Nothing happens. Nothing. And he sprawls. Literally. He just sprawls, man, for no reason. Anyway, let's keep going.
Oh, hell no. Oh.
Man, that's dark in there.
Oh my gosh. You could see way less than you can see in this whole thing here. That is true.
For the survivors, the room was clear and they proceeded to the next doors.
Super quick, Jeff.
Nobody's in there. Unless they're down there.
See that little walking through there? The little tap around the door? That's big. You don't just walk into a room. Because of this pool noodle of like pretty much invincibility, you know, if it was a sword, I would I'd do that. But instead I just have a pool noodle so you can just kind of like do one.
Oh no.
Hey, okay, never mind. Don't. Hey, come on, don't do that. Why'd you make it look like I was doing something crazy? Yeah, this room was really creepy. I was not a fan of this room. Oh, Gabby came in clutch there. Jeff and I are 2-on-1 in people, and Gabby's just soloing. Get him. That was just too easy. It was a bit of a gimme. Everybody against us just got wrecked for forever afterwards.
I see it. I see it.
And then Gabby gets the objective, because again, I was like, all right, everybody's dead. We just move on now. And then Mike and Ramsey and Rokas go, and once again, they take forever. They take so long. This is my reaction channel, by the way. If you didn't know, please make sure you subscribe to it so you can see more of these. If you didn't know that I had a main channel, subscribe to the main channel sometime, you know, if you'd like. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Back to us, the important group. I'm so glad somebody had an angle on that. So for this whole time, there was a chair just outside, and I was like, oh, that's easy. You push the chair in front. Like, this is game over now. You just know there's gonna be something around the corner. You have to check for that kind of thing.
We got one down at the end.
The first survival group unlocked the door and entered the office area where a group of other survivors were trapped. And right before that, they developed a plan that they decided to follow meticulously.
I can open the door and shut it, and you can be the
We do have longer arms.
We just go
go
and
back to
kill.
back. And
We go and kill.
yeah. Just go and kill. That was our plan the whole time. Just go and kill.
If their plan was
Look at Gabby being salty. She's like, all right, I guess we just go and kill. Jeff Chan, natural born, instinctual killer. Me, you know, along for the ride. Gabby, Rokus's wife, apparently has a bit of that dog in her. You know what I mean? She comes in clutch quite a few times, but she wanted to have a game plan. And we were just like, yeah, no, let's just go in and kill. And she's like, all right, just don't listen to me. Don't care what I say. So anyway, we use our chair wisely. Everybody gets kills. We get to the end of the hallway.
Here, I'll go. Oh, here. You got the keys? In due time, children. Hold on. Pause. What if they're zombies?
They are not.
Look at them.
They're making. Do you have a key?
Look at that shot. How do you know that's not a zombie? Look at her. That could be a zombie. You have no idea.
I don't have a key.
Meanwhile, we walked right past the key. There was just like a thing there.
Hey, look at me. Psst. Open up. I need confirmation. Come on. Yeah, you guys are great. You're not zombies, right? You're not zombies? Show me like emotions. Okay.
That's how a rational person goes about this. They were locked in a room. Maybe one of them is bitten, but like get some sort of confirmation via asking questions, not what somebody else did. So I'm gonna move quickly through this. Long story short, Ramsey, Rokus, and Mike look like this the whole time and managed to get killed off almost immediately. They're talking. All right. Keep talking. Don't even check the corner. Didn't even check the corner. Boom, right off the bat. First one dies. Oh, and then Aaron falls out of the Raptors, lands on Ramsey's head. That's unfortunate. But first, yeah, come up with all this game plan. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. I'm gonna be here and you're gonna this and only to not even do this to the first corner. You didn't even the first corner. How you gonna not the first corner, man? That's crazy. I don't know why, I just thought there's somebody else in my room. Anyway, then Mike goes full-blown bad cop.
Hey, Ramsey, do me a favor.
You see that bit of blood right there on his nose? That's lipstick. That's the zombie stick.
Was Ramsey? Hey. Ramsey?
Yeah.
Wait.
Unfortunately, one of the survivors didn't make it, but his valiant efforts helped the rest of the group to get to this point and not be forgotten.
Oh, it's so good. Anyway, they go through a couple of different rooms, check every manila envelope to see if there's a zombie in there within each of these offices, only to still have some dude get up on him. He's definitely bit. Anyway, then Mike runs across, just goes sprint for it. Gets sprayed with a freaking fire extinguisher. Leaves everybody behind.
What is this? What do I do with this? What do I do with it?
Mike was born for this. I don't even know what else to say other than that. This is the perfect example of what I mean by everybody just wanted to kill all the zombies. Like, the objective? Nah. I could easily get those kids out of there right now. Let me take care of this zombie.
Girls! Is there any in there with you? Did they bite you?
I don't think they were coughing. I think the cough was added later, which is a good edit.
Did they bite you?
Okay, so meanwhile, all of us are on the other side of the hallway. Everybody. Just watching Mike, and I think Rokus even says it. I think Rokus is like, I think he's gonna kill those girls.
Is there any of them in there with you? Are they? Get out! Do you want your girls to live? Then you do what I said. You get them up, you get them to a couch right there.
Girls, get out now!
Go to that couch.
All this is just so extra. Oh my gosh.
Were you bit? Did one bite you?
There is, I will admit, there is a little bit of lipstick on her arm, but I really think that Mike right here, this little bit here, I mean, that could have been, I think it's fair that he asked.
What's this? Were you bit? Did one bite you? Did one of them bite you? Hey, did one of them bite her? One did? Sorry,
part. He's like, shut. It's just so good. Anyway, Mike proceeds to kill the children, then eventually gets them out. And then we have this whole debacle.
That girl was bit. She had a bite on her arm. The other girl said she was bit. And when I looked into the mother's... Shit happens, man. It's a fucking zombie apocalypse. When I looked into the mother's eyes and asked, are you bit? She wouldn't answer. She knew. That girl was toast.
Then how about Rockets? You did a bad job. You killed my husband. Come on. I know that it was your dream to do a solo. You wanted more zombies, that's why you killed Rockets.
She's getting to the bottom of this.
It's just so good. Okay. All right. And then all four of us who are survived left go to the main room. Oh, okay. So this shield here, Mike spent a solid 15 to 20 minutes building this shield while the rest of us were like playing tag with our noodles like... And then Mike is just off in the corner not saying a word, just building the biggest shield possible. And also, Gabby was wrecking us with the pool noodle. Like, we were fencing pretty much, just destroyed us. Anyway, we have the last room now.
There's so many.
That was Rokus, by the way. Rokus tried to come around being the first zombie and act like he was gonna get somebody. Come on, Rokus. Let me get you again, real quick. Nope. Okay, this is where it starts to get real.
We definitely don't go from over. We go around.
Although if we are in Australia, I guess it would make sense to go down under.
That's all, folks.
Watch this curve.
Jeff is just getting spooked by everybody here. Look at Jeff. This is the cameraman that he's looking at. The cameraman was useful because this room is pitch black, but the cameraman always had a light on him. So like every now and then the cameraman would look at a bad guy and then come back and be like, oh, thank goodness, I didn't even see that guy there. So hopefully if a zombie apocalypse ever come, I'm gonna hire a cameraman for the whole thing.
This one moves different. This one's moving different. Don't fixate. Don't target fixate. There's two. Me and Jeff got him. Watch behind us.
Gosh, they were moving too. Down goes Gabby. Boom. So that was like what, 4 or 5 that just came out of nowhere? Boom. Got one. There's another one. Got that one. Third one. There comes Adam. Got that one. Gabby gets got. Boom, and another. So that was like 5 of them right off the bat. This was so scary.
One here. We got one coming around the stairs. Jeff, back up, back up, back up, back up.
And one!
Oh, Jesus Christ, I thought that was a person.
So I legit thought this was a person. Nobody else even mentioned it. So all of a sudden, I just see... I couldn't see because of whoever was here. I couldn't see that this was like not a body, not a human being. And I thought somebody fell from the rafters. Because I remember thinking when Matt was doing the running around and when we went up there earlier to like scope out the upstairs, I remember thinking, dude, somebody's going to fall from here. And then this happened. I thought for sure somebody fell. Nobody else gave it the credit that I did. I thought for sure everything just went horribly wrong.
Oh my goodness, I thought things just got really real. Oh yeah, good idea. Sorry. You gotta...
No problem.
No problem.
The remaining group still did not know.
Jeff freaking shadow boxing with the zombie. It's so good. Mike has got this freaking, I don't know, Transformers arm shield on. I ended up grabbing the top of a toilet seat lid. Just the top of a toilet seat lid. Because the bite on your arms were the issue. So I was like, okay, let's just have something. And then I think Jeff went with the dual wield. So Mike and I both went shield and sword, and Jeff went dual wield noodle.
Let's capture one.
Let's capture one?
Yeah, let's capture one.
Are you watching behind us, Mike?
And of course, I found another chair.
This us?
It's me. It's me. I got the rear.
I couldn't see anything down here. It was like impossible. You just kind of vaguely see a thing. And then they respawn. The zombies respawn.
6, 2 fast movers creeping.
Move back.
And I think this is where everything starts to go downhill.
Behind us, Seth. Watch behind us. We got this. Oh, Jeff Chan in this.
Oh, jeez, I goofed. I tried to do a run through because I thought this was everybody, and everybody was just kind of like half playing. So I'm like, oh, let me just get in there. Nobody's paying attention to me. I'm gonna run through. I'm gonna get whack on both of them, and then he chased me. I hit this guy in the head for sure. toilet thing came into use.
Regroup, they're up.
I don't know what happened there. He just got swarmed. Mike immediately is looking for a zombie mask. Anyway, we finally get the necklace off of the zombie. And Mike tries to get us back. And that's how it ends.
The two survivors successfully made their way out of the facility and drove away to safety. But the lone survivor was lost at the very end and killed as a turned zombie. Yet, he will not be forgotten, as much as all the other survivors who sacrificed their lives so that others could make it.
Rudolph Ramsey. Oh, I wish Matt could have done this one with us. That's so funny. That was such a good episode. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Subscribe.